why that one fell incomplete.
And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Makes the grab. It's Love. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. The throw. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Oh, out of space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Notre Dame right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's Love. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Power football with the run. Hard running there. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Boom. Just a little off. Incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Get it out on the screen. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's ball. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Makes the grab. It's ball. Wide open spaces. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Trying to escape and get it himself. Jumped on top of the pile.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible. And you can see him. He takes off with the football. And they just...
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Irish! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
It's a seam wide open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here comes the offense on second down. Calls his own number. He's loose. Makes it past the marker. Lots of running room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete.
welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Searching for a hole. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Give to the running back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Nice catch there. I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was all...
Fires one high and deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the ground with the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
On the move, he fires. He makes a catch. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back has it. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He wants to change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Durham. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. LSU right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive wants to throw. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Find some fresh air. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but that's why you opportunity for big plays. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking for space, it's Love. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Under fire! They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Still looking on the move. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
To the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Anderson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Now adjusting. Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball is going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Durham. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to find his man in the middle. Touchdown, LSU! They went for it all, and it paid off.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Carr. They're working that left side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense.
Looking deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And some room to work. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Irish! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks, it's Durham. Turning it finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was forced.
There he goes. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. LSU quick to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. The quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Using the quick game. He is denied, and they will not be able to take the lead.
Notre Dame, 14, LSU, 13.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. See what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here's a heat. Punts it out of the air. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
score. Notre Dame 14, LSU 13.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Brings up second down.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. On the move at the 30. Right down the middle. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with an 82-yard touchdown jaunt. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Durham. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Watkins. Oh, a lot of space. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Wants to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
The Fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work was done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the two-point conversion here. Kick your play. Let's get ready to roll.
Wants to go up top. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. They'll try the right side. Wide open spaces. Oh, he's got some. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. We've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. To the air on first down. Unloads it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a man. It's Beck. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's caught.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. To the air, it's Carr. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
He's got it on the run, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Irish! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Beck. Got a man, it's Fletcher. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They're going back to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to it. Fighting off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Canes want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a seam wide open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gonna swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fletcher. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air. It's Beck. He lofts one down the sideline. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Running to Green. He's loose. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat. They give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. The give to the back. It's a running room. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Canes. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll send the tight end in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Back to throw. It's back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Into the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
To the air, it's Carr. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. There he goes. The 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease. Off coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. Kearney on the Jets. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal coming up. Looking to fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. It's now third and goal. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 7, LSU 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the field goal unit is on the field.
On the field goal.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. And this this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. That's caught. It's locked. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Brings up second down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on fourth. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. First down and more. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The inside handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Carr. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Fourth down, and a field goal is not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
That's caught. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Quick tempo here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown LSU!
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Finding an escape route. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it down the left. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his big tight end. At the 45 on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all of this?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. That's reeled in. It's Durham. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Shotgun snap on third down. Quickly complete. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. Inside. Touchdown, LSU. He got him loose, and it was lights out after that. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Green. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry up. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we can name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They kick it away on fourth down. catches it at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Its first time out of the half. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a Golden Boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on the boot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Green. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks joined the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of them. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Wide open spaces. Defense got it, they're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is good. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Pulls it in on the right. Here he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Gonna run it. It's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. LSU right back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed in the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. decision from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A long way to go on 4th and goal. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. It's a seam wide open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. The jet sweep pass. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Unloads it left. Got his man. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He uncorks one deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got...
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Throwing right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels.
He's loose. Lots of running room. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On the ground. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Green. Rushes on him. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Shoots it to the left. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball in the ground.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Hand off from the shotgun. Snowed under by the defense. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the fourth quarter on 4th and goal. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fellow, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. There he goes! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. LSU quick to the line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. First down for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Line getting set on 2nd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Throws for the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back.
He might have stepped out of the back of the end zone. He did, just lost track of where he was, and it'll be a safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes
is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. On the ground, it's Bob. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Creates a little room. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Pulls it in. It's Price.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Moore to the air. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's locked. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's locked. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down the field explosive.
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Bringing it back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding and get the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside.
And it's picked off for the third time today.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Number 3.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over